What's up, guys? Today we're just going to do a quick one. We're breaking down one play. And I think it's probably the most controversial play of the game for evaluators. Most people might be thinking I'm talking about the hold slash phantom hold that effectively ended the game for the Eagles. But I'm actually talking about the Jalen Hurts touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, 45 yards on first down, first quarter. Deep bomb, a lot of air under it. But was it actually a good throw? Let's check the film. All right, so first of all, the Eagles are in bunch formation, which means everybody's kind of tight together. They also only have two wide receivers on the field. A.J. Brown's at the top. He's going to run a streak. And Devontae Smith is at the bottom. He's going to run a deep over right here. These two tight ends are going to stay in and block because it's going to be play action to the running back. After they fake it to him out of the pistol, he's going to run out on a swing route just as a dump-off safety valve, just in case. Let's run the film a little bit. You can see how it plays out. So as you can see, it's just like I said it would be, streak over swing route. Now let's go back and break down the defense really quick. Things are going to get a little messy because there's only 3 people running routes and it's play action. It's also out of bunch, which just always throws everything off a little bit. This is base 4-3 defense from the Chiefs. You got 3 true linebackers, 4 defensive linemen, 2 corners, and 2 safeties at the top. Now I think this is cover 4. Even though things get messy, here's how I can tell. You've got the 2 safeties up at the top of the screen, and they're close together on either hash mark, right? They're not spread out, so they're not trying to get to the sidelines like they would be in a cover 2 system. Additionally, you see Trent McDuffie carries deep, almost like he's in man on A.J. Brown. And down at the bottom of the screen, you've got Algerius Sneed kind of left with nothing to do because there's nobody running anything to the right side of the field, the bottom of our screen, much less running deep. You can also tell, because if we roll the film a teeny bit more, you see the linebackers take on that clover positioning that always happens in cover 4, because cover 4 means you got 4 dudes deep and 3 dudes in the intermediate. This clover right here, this is cover 4 to a T. Now, because it's cover 4, you see these safeties are only covering their quarter of the field. They're not trying to get to the sideline, right? That means that these are the responsibilities of the 4 defensive backs who are covering deep. Again, Algerius Sneed isn't going deep because there's nowhere to go. Here you can see that Trent McDuffie's job is to stay outside and underneath. Outside means he's going to stay between A.J. Brown and the sideline. Underneath means he's going to stay between A.J. Brown and the quarterback. Now, obviously, this means the middle of the field and over the top are going to be wide open, right? Wrong. Juan Thornhill is going to take care of those because you can see they basically form a diagonal line, right? Juan Thornhill's got over the top and inside. And if you throw really far inside, Justin Reed can even get in on the play and take somebody's neck out. Here, you can see that Juan Thornhill turns wrong, and all of a sudden he's beaten. Right? He just stumbles, he hesitates in his step, and now A.J. Brown is splitting the defense. The ball's already in the air, but if Jalen Hurts had a little bit more arm strength or had just waited half a tick longer, and threw with more velocity, obviously, he would be able to see that A.J. Brown's going to be wide open. Just throw it over the top because there's nobody over the top anymore. Unfortunately it would have been unfortunately if not for how this play actually results. But unfortunately for the Eagles, Jalen Hurts doesn't notice this. He doesn't make that throw. He doesn't wait long enough because he doesn't have the arm strength to wait long enough, right? Josh Allen can throw this the same way he'd throw a curl. Jalen Hurts needs to anticipate a little bit more because he can throw the ball 60 yards. It just takes time. I heard some people arguing that this is actually a really good throw, and we'll show you the tight copy later that'll show it even better. I heard some people saying this is a really good throw because Jalen Hurts put it to the outside where only his player can make a play on the ball. That's not true. He put it outside, and Trent McDuffie had outside leverage. But Trent McDuffie stumbles right here in his turn, probably loses the ball in the lights, and suddenly this is a catch. Let's watch the tight copy so we can see exactly how this goes down at the catch point. Now, you can't really see anything from this angle until right here, but this is exactly where we need to pause it, because right here, you can see the ball's massively underthrown. Everybody is stopping to locate this punt and play a game of 500. The ball's going to end up right here, mind you, which means Trent McDuffie has easy leverage, right? He's clearly outside of A.J. Brown, and the ball is going to be shallow. So Trent McDuffie has the closest route to the ball. Like Jalen Hurts has completely squandered the fact that AJ Brown, the elite wide receiver that he is, split the bracket coverage and was wide open if the ball is simply placed where my mouse is. Keep it rolling. Right there, you see maybe a light offensive pass interference from AJ Brown, but certainly nothing egregious. I would not call it. But Trent McDuffie just fucks up. He gets confused, he loses the ball, trips, and all of a sudden, AJ Brown passes him, right? So note, AJ Brown passes him while Trent McDuffie's feet are completely stopped.
So the result of this play is undeniably great. It's a 45-yard touchdown to put the Eagles ahead. Big play. Awesome. It's a game-breaking play. But as far as how well each particular player played on this play and how well the coaches did to get them in that position, I like to think of it as points on a credit system, right? And like a game-breaking play like this, let's say it's worth 5 points. If it's worth 5 points, where do we assign those points? Who earned these points? I think that we can all agree that A.J. Brown made a really good play because he not only got over the top and split the defenders, but he also made a really good catch, right? He was ranging, he had to track the ball in the air, and he made a fingertip catch while running. Awesome stuff. Let's say he's worth 2 points right there, right? That's really good. Like 1 point, 0 points would be like, I expected him to do that. 1 point would be like, that was pretty good. And then 2 points is like, dude, this guy's special. He was double covered, and not only did he get open, but the throw wasn't where he thought it was going to be, and he still ranged and made the catch. So now we got 3 points left to give. Well, Trent McDuffie really blew this. He was standing there, broken down, like he's waiting for the snap, looking at the ball in the sky. It's a punt. It is a wobbler. The ball's to his right. A.J. Brown's to his left. And somehow A.J. Brown passed him to get to that ball because he tripped, because he lost the ball in the lights. When you watch this play, you can't tell me your first thought isn't, Trent McDuffie fucked up, dude. And if that's the case, he's got to have a negative point attribute, right? Like, if he had just done average, he's at least close to the ball. Now, A.J. Brown still might catch it, but it'd be a lot harder. I think you got to go -2 points for Trent McDuffie. He was in the position. Everything was easy for him. All he had to do was walk over to where the ball was going to be, right? Or just like kind of box A.J. Brown out. Not even pass interfere him, just like be in front of him and run kind of slowly so the ball lands in front of you. Just use leverage. You don't even have to make a play on the ball. And he failed completely. I think that's -2 points, which means we got 1 point left to give. That's Jalen Hurts. He gave his player a chance. He got the ball down there. You know, like, not all quarterbacks can throw the ball 60 yards. Almost all of them can, but like maybe Tua can't. You know, Mac Jones might struggle. They might be able to do it, but they probably need a crow hop. Ball hangs in the air a little longer, and it's just long enough for Trent McDuffie to realize where he is. Either way, that 1 point is good for a solid throw in my grading system. And look at here. I've got a legend. It's a guideline for how I grade throws. Under the solid category, well-thrown jump balls. This wasn't particularly well placed, but it was far downfield. There you have it. I grade this play as solid, and it all seems to make sense. It's not only is it in line with what we assumed a solid throw might look like, but when you factor in the defense, the actual performance by the defensive back, and the actual performance by A.J. Brown on an elite wide receiver, it all makes sense. If you really like this kind of breakdown, I'm going to be doing something a lot less intense, but I'm going to grade every play of Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes' game. If you want to see that, stick around, hit me with a like, hit me with a comment. Only donate if you're a crazy person, but I sure won't say no. Until then, I'll be grinding film. Hasta.